Hi, this is Mike with Skull Dynasty. Today I'm going to go over some off-season trades I made. This is early in the season. Most of my trades took place anywhere between January and June, July, somewhere around that range. A lot of them took place mainly right after the off season or right during like the time period where we had our actual rookie drafts. I'll go through each one. I have three different dynasty teams. A total of it looks like about seven trades I made total between all the teams. So we're gonna kick started off with the first team that I've had for about. This is gonna be my fifth year. Last year, this team finished with about 7 wins. I think they finished 7-7. Just missed the playoffs. Unfortunately, I had a couple of injuries with Dobbins and Swift being hurt most of the year, so they didn't perform like they did the previous year, where I finished with a 9-5 record. So a couple of moves I made. Someone was interested in Elijah Mitchell, and they offered me 2 second-round picks. So I did that trade. My thought process behind that is with the 2 second-round picks. In case I need them during the season or right before the trade deadline, if I need to add any additional players, wide receivers, running backs, quarterback, whatever I need at that point, I could buy somebody with a single second or maybe pair them together and buy somebody as well. My team is pretty deep at wide receiver and running back as well, so I don't really have any team needs. So I figured that was good to have flexibility. Plus, Elijah Mitchell is very injury prone a lot, and I didn't really need him at the beginning of the season. I have 5 startable running backs right now. So my next trade, I had the 102 and 103 picks, so I ended up with Gibbs and JSN. So I decided to trade away Gibbs in a package deal. I traded Gibbs, Geno Smith, Elijah Moore. This league is one quarterback, start eight. So same thing with the Mitchell trade. So Gibbs, Geno, Elijah Moore, and I got back Waddle and Pickett. And this is before preseason even started. I was really interested in Kenny Pickett just because they have a good organization. Steelers are really smart with everything they do. Same with Baltimore and the Vikings. I always seem to tend to gravitate towards them three teams for some reason, and have a lot of them players on my roster from them teams. So I traded away them three for Waddle and Pickett. My thought process behind that is the running back for fragility. So Gibbs, is he going to last the whole year at 199 pounds? Who knows? Is a good pass catching back. I figured to put him into a productive wide receiver, young wide receiver in Waddle. I really like what I've seen from Waddle over the last 2 seasons. He had 100 catches his first year, and I think he had almost 1,400 yards his second season, so both very productive years. And he's entering his prime right now. And that was my thought process behind that trade. Also, wide receivers on my team didn't perform too well last year. I have Jefferson as my number one. Deontay is my number two. Deontay had a little bit of an off year last year, so I figured to upgrade the position a little bit. Plus, I drafted JSN as well. So my wide receiver core on that team's looking pretty good now. Um, so that was it for my one quarterback start 8-12 team. The next league is a super flex. It's going to be it's a 10 team start 10. The first trade I made was really early in the offseason. I think I might have did this trade in January or February. I traded away Cortland Sutton and Chase Claypool for Chris Godwin. The reason why I did that trade is the 2-for-1, getting the best player in the deal, and with Brady retiring, I thought the manager might have been a little bit lower on Godwin. And it worked out. Just had to send one trade offer, went through right away. The next trade I did on this team is I traded away right when we were having the rookie draft. I think we had it in June or July. It was a little bit later. I traded away Trey Lance for Joe Mixon. I'm glad I did. I was hearing reports that Lance might be the backup, and then he ended up being third string eventually, and then being getting traded. So I'm glad I got Joe Mixon in that deal. They're both volatile assets at the time with Mixon as well. I figured take a chance, and it worked out in my best interest. That was really lucky on that one. The next trade I made is I had the pick 102 in the rookie draft, and I added an additional third to get Amon-Ra St. Brown. I have a feeling he's going to have a really good season. The last 2 years, he's been super productive, and he's a target hog too. So my quarterback depth was really good. I have Josh Allen and Justin Herbert as my quarterbacks on that team. This team finished with 5 wins last season. Just had a bunch of injuries on the team. Didn't perform well. My tight end production wasn't good either. So that's why the poor record. So just trying to improve this team as much as possible to win now mode. So another trade I made on the same team is I traded away Dodson and a fourth for George Kittle. The reason why I did that is the tight end advantage, and I need somebody bad in that tight end position. I was putting out Conklin, Font. It just wasn't working out, so I did 4 trades with that team. So the next team I have is going to be a different. It's going to be a different league. Superflex 14 team, start 10. I had a 4th and 5th round pick in the rookie draft. I traded that for Lat Murray. The reason why I did that, I was looking at the rookie board. The best picks that are available left were just rookie tight ends that were drafted in an NFL draft, 5th round or later. I didn't like who was on the board. I figured I'd pick Lat Murray. He's always productive every year. Getting on the older side, but take a chance. The Bills' offense, we might use him. I heard Damian Harris was injured during camp, so you never know. It's the 4th and 5th round pick, so I did that trade. So all my squads are looking really good right now. Each of them are projected the top team. The one quarterback start 8-12 team is projected to score the second most points. The second team, the Superflex start 10 team is projected to score, I think, the third most points too, and then my third team is projected to score the third most points as well. They're the trades I made this offseason. I'll just sit tight, watch how my team performs. I always constantly churning the waiver wire for the last few spots on my rosters every week, and then see how they are at the trade deadline if your league has one. 2 of my leagues have one around the middle of the season. I think it's usually early November, and then my other one doesn't have it till actually the playoffs start. So happy with all the moves I made. Like and subscribe below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully I can get a video out. I know it's been a while since I've been on here, but hopefully I can do maybe one once a week during the fall. And good luck this season. Lions and Chiefs are coming up. Looking forward to that game. Other than that, have a great day.